Hey there, and welcome back to Nature to Nurture. I'm Tiffany, your host, and I am really glad that you are here. Today, we are going to be talking about something that I hear from so many moms, but we don't always have the words for. If you've been snapping more than you want, if your patience feels shorter than it used to, if you've had those moments where you react and then immediately you're thinking, that is not how I wanted to show up, I want you to hear this first. You're not an angry mom. You're overstimulated. I want you to picture this for a moment. 2 kids are talking to you at the same time. Someone touches your arm, there's noise in the background, and you're trying to finish making dinner. You feel it in your body. You feel your chest tightening and your thoughts are rushing together. Your voice gets sharp, and inside of your body you're thinking, I just need a second. But you don't get one. That moment right there, that's not a patience problem. That is your nervous system saying, overload, overload, caution, I've taken in too much and I don't have any more space. Modern parenting today is constant input. There is so much noise. I highlight that you should not get electronic toys because they create even more noise, but there is so much noise naturally. There is all of the physical touching, the decisions that you're making that nobody sees, that invisible labor, being needed all day to support everyone, working, if you're working on top of that, or if you're maintaining a home, and your body does not get a real off switch. It's not just the one moment. It's the buildup. It's all of the times that you didn't get a break, that you didn't get the quiet, that you didn't get the ability to reset. And so when something small happens, something that should be able to be just blown off, it doesn't feel small. And that's when it comes out as snapping, raising your voice, shutting down, being that ugly mom that you do not want to be. It's not because you don't care. It's because your system is simply overloaded. If you've had that moment where you react and then you feel that wave of guilt, I really want you to hear this. So does the rooster. Listen to our alarm. You are not broken. You are not failing. Your body's trying to protect you. And the only way it knows how is by reacting. I want you to ask this instead. We're not going to say, how do I stop reacting? We're going to say, how do I actually support my nervous system before I get there? Because once you are fully overstimulated, it is so much harder to actually access the calm. In early childhood, if you are an educator, you may have heard of the ABCs of an incident. And one of the things that is really important when we're looking at behavior and what's causing this behavior is to look at what was actually leading up to the behavior, not what caused it, but what was ahead of that. Was the child hungry or tired, or was there a lot of noise, or did they just have a parent that left? You know, there's lots of things that we look for ahead of the behavior, and the same thing is exactly what I'm saying about you. Before you snap, what's all that stuff that was happening before it? It's usually not the one little action that made you snap, that made you react. Okay, let's make this really practical. When you are feeling that buildup, instead of adding something, I want you to take something away from your overload, from your brain, from your stimulation, right? Take something away. That might look like stepping into another room where there's quiet, where there's not that activity. That might mean turning off the background noise like the TV or the podcast or whatever you may have on in the background. It may simply mean closing your eyes for a moment because that's all you can do. And that right there is taking something off. You are physically taking off the visual stimulation, even just by closing your eyes, right? I suggest if you do close your eyes, put your hand on your heart and one hand on your belly and take a nice big breath. 3 seconds is all you need. Tell the people around you that you need a second. That right there is going to support you in your regulation. And remember, don't wait until you are overwhelmed. I want you to build in small resets. Throughout the day, give yourself time to step outside for a few seconds. Take a pause and a breath between transitions instead of rushing from one thing to the next. Simple as you did a load of laundry, stop, take a breath, and then go to the dishwasher. Or it's time to go pick up the kids. Stop, take a breath in your car before you even leave the driveway. Build those small pauses, take those slow breaths. They don't need to be big. They just need to happen. And then I want you to lower your intensity. When things are getting loud in your house, whether that is literally loud in your ears or loud in the motion and activity or loud in the emotions, when it's getting loud, I encourage you to get softer. Lower your voice, slow your body, use fewer words, and remember that your body becomes the signal that we are safe. I've shared this before. Check out this beautiful image on co-regulation and dysregulation that includes the boat and the waves, and bring your calm waters to your child's storm. You do have the power to help them find calm again. And remember that your environment, your home environment, it matters more than you think. If you have bright fluorescent lights everywhere, constant background noise, clutter, no quiet space, all of that, that's adding to your system. So I want you to start noticing what in your environment feels calming, what feels overwhelming, and then start making slow adjustments. You will still have moments where you react. That's part of being human. What matters is what happens after. You can say to your kids, to your spouse, to your friends, to yourself, that wasn't how I wanted to respond, and I'm working on it. Remember that repair, it builds safety and trust. And remember that safety, that's what our kids really need so they can have that connection with us. You don't need more patience. You need more support. Support for your nervous system, support in your environment, support in your day. Remember, you are not an angry mom. You are a mom who's been holding a lot without enough space. And when you start creating even a little bit more space, everything will start to shift. If this feels like you, I created a quick quiz to help you understand what might be driving this for you specifically. You can find that link down in the show notes. And again, I want to thank you for being here, for showing up, and for doing this work in a way that is so thoughtful, so purposeful, even when it's hard. You, my friend, are making an impact. I'll see you in the next episode.